Mark chapter 7. Then the Pharisees came together to him, and certain of the scribes which were from Jerusalem. And when they saw some of the disciples eat bread with defiled, that is to say, with unwashed hands, they found fault. For the Pharisees and all the Jews, except they wash their hands often, do not eat, holding to the tradition of the elders. And when they return from the market, except they wash, they did not eat. And many other things there are, which they have received to hold, like the washing of cups, and of pots, brass vessels, and of tables. Then the Pharisees and scribes asked him, Why do your disciples not walk according to the tradition of the elders, but eat bread with unwashed hands? He answered and said to them, Well has Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, This people honors me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. How is it in vain they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men? For laying aside the commandment of God, you hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such similar things you do. And he said to them, Full well you reject the commandment of God, that you may keep your own tradition. For Moses said, Honor your father and your mother, and whoever curses their father or mother, let him die the death. But you say, If a man shall say to his father or mother, It is Korban, that is to say, a gift, by whatever they might have profited from me, he shall be free. And you suffer him no more to do anything for his father or his mother, making the word of God of no effect through your tradition, which you have delivered, and many similar things you do as well. And when he had called all the people to him, he said to them, Listen to me, every one of you, and understand. There is nothing from the outside of a man that entering into him can defile him. But the things which come out of him, those are they that defile the man. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. And when he had entered into the house from the people, his disciples asked him concerning the parable. And he said to them, Are you so without understanding also? Do you not perceive that whatever thing from outside that enters into a man, it cannot defile him, because it does not enter into his heart, but into the belly, and goes out into the draught, purging all meats? And he said, That which comes out of the man, that defiles the man. For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile the man. And from there he rose up, and went into the borders of Tyre and Sidon, and entered into a house, and would have no man know it, but he could not be hid. For a certain woman whose young daughter had an unclean spirit heard of him, and came and fell at his feet. The woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician by nation, and she besought him that he would cast forth the devil out of her daughter. But Jesus said to her, Let the children first be filled, for it is not right to take the children's bread and cast it to the dogs. And she answered and said to him, Yes, Lord, yet the dogs under the table eat of the children's crumbs. And he said to her, For this saying, Go your way, the devil has gone out of your daughter. And when she had come to her house, she found the devil gone out, and her daughter laid on the bed. And again, departing from the coast of Tyre and Sidon, he came to the Sea of Galilee, through the midst of the coast of Decapolis. And they brought to him one that was deaf, and had an impediment in his speech. And they entreated him to put his hand on him. And he took him aside from the multitude, and put his fingers into his ears, and he spit, and touched his tongue. And looking up to heaven, he sighed, and said to him, Ephphatha, that is, be opened. And straightway his ears were opened, and the string of his tongue was loosed, and he spoke plainly. And he instructed them that they should tell no man. But the more he instructed them, so much more greatly they published it, and were beyond measure astonished, saying, He has done all things well. He makes both the deaf to hear, and the dumb to speak.